The US is currently walking into a trap that could reset the global economy overnight, and almost no one is looking at the math. How? By forcing a cornered Iran to play its final, most dangerous card, the Energy Suicide Pact. Let me break it down for you. Everyone is focused on the headlines about the USS Abraham Lincoln moving back into the Gulf, or the new sanctions coming from the White House, but that is just the theater. The real story is buried in the aftermath of the 12-day war we saw back in June 2025. Here is what the mainstream news is missing. When the US and Israel struck Iran's nuclear facilities last year, we thought we set them back a decade. You were wrong. Latest intelligence on Pickaxe Mountain, that's the new underground complex south of Natanz, shows they are rebuilding faster than anyone predicted, deep out of reach of conventional bunkers busters. The US is now applying maximum pressure to point zero to suffocate their economy before they cross the nuclear threshold. But here's the kicker. A suffocated Iran has nothing left to lose. And unlike in 2025, they aren't just aiming their sights at military bases. They are aiming at the Strait of Hormuz. Why does this matter to your wallet? Because 20% of the world's oil passes through that tiny choke point. If Iran mines that water, or even threatens to close it, oil doesn't just go to $100. It spikes to $150 or more. And this is where the US falls into the trap. The US economy is currently fragile, desperately trying to keep inflation down so the Fed can lower interest rates. If oil doubles, inflation explodes back to double digits. The Fed will be forced to hike rates, not cut them. This would crash the housing market and make the massive US national debt virtually unserviceable. In simple terms, by trying to break Iran militarily, the US risks breaking its own bond market financially. It is a game of chicken where both cars are strapped with explosives. The White House is betting Iran will blink first. But with protests rocking Tehran and their economy in ruins, the Iranian leadership might decide that if they burn, the global economy burns with them. We are watching a geopolitical standoff that is actually a disguised economic trigger event. So, if the price of gas doubles tomorrow and the stock market takes a 20% hit because of an oil shock, is your portfolio actually hedged to survive it, or are you exposed? Follow or subscribe to this channel and we'll help you figure that out.